Welcome back to another episode of the Fresh Squeeze podcast. I'm your host today, Jeremy, here with Justin. And today's episode, we're back again talking about food.
It's pretty much a foodie podcast.
It's pretty much
now.
turned into a foodie podcast, yeah. So today we're talking about, are seasonal foods worth the hype?
That's a great question to ask because I think we have some great answers for it.
Yeah. So, no matter where you like to go, it seems like everywhere has their signature seasonal item, whether it's McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A,
Right.
so many places have those popular seasonal ticket items that everybody waits for every single year. And so, are they really all worth it?
Is it really worth the hype? You see the advertisements. They're like, it's back. Come get it before it's gone. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, we have to go get it because it's only here for a little while.
Uh-huh.
But most of the time, it's either overpriced or it's just not that good or it's just average.
Yeah.
So some of them really are overrated, but there might be a few of them that are genuinely worth it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely. So, starting us off, we're going to be talking about the one and only Golden Arches McDonald's.
Right.
Okay?
I feel like they have the largest selection of gimmicky promotional items.
Yeah, not only do they have the largest, not only do they have the most seasonal items, they also have probably the most quote-unquote popular / famous seasonal items.
Yeah.
The first one we're going to talk about today, arguably their most popular seasonal item, is the McRib.
Right.
So,
how you feel about the McRib?
see, I feel like I feel differently now than I used to.
Like you genuinely just fed into the hype because you knew that this was special.
Everyone was just like, oh my gosh, grab your mother, grab your sister, the McRib is back, And, I mean, is the McRib good? I mean, it's been a few years since I've had it. I thought it was decent. It was good.
Yeah, the past few rounds, I haven't had it.
No, I probably haven't had it in honestly, probably 3 or 4 years.
Because the hype died off for me.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like a sub sandwich with the the quote unquote rib in there, which we all know, let's be real, is just shaped meat. I'm sure it's some sort of rib meat, but it's just
it's obviously very shaped and processed.
Yeah, but, tons of barbecue sauce. I mean, they do have those little I think there's onion strips.
Oh, there is
on
onions
there.
on it.
So, I mean, I'd say the McRib is good.
It's average.
It's average, but I just feel like out of the things that they have there, the McRib, or out of all the seasonal items throughout the year, the McRib isn't the thing that you should lose your mind over that it's coming back. Or you shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, 35 days until the McRib is back, But
I don't. The people have they count that far in
probably.
advance?
I'm counting down until the next item is back.
But, for the McRib, yeah. Personally, I'm kind of over it.
I'm definitely if it was McRib season, okay. That just sounds funny to say, McRib season.
I actually don't. Do they have a defined season, or do they just bring it back whenever they feel like it? I think
realistically, it's just randomly. It's just like, hey, by the way, the next month, McRib's gonna be back.
Yeah.
I don't think there's actually a definitive time.
Yeah. Like you said, I forgot about the onions on it. And the barbecue sauce is decent.
There's just a lot of it.
And I like the buns that it's on.
Yeah, it's a nice, soft sub bun.
Yeah, to be honest, the most subpar part of it is the meat.
Yeah. You would think no, but it is.
So, it's your average mediocre slice of meat. So, is it overhyped or is it worth the hype?
Personally, I think the McRib's overhyped.
Yeah, it's overhyped.
Yeah. Because like you said, there's just better things you can get. Because if it was McRib season and we were going to McDonald's, and it was like, wow, I could get a McRib, or I could get a Big Mac or nuggets or something. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not going to choose the McRib 9 times out of 10, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've had it plenty of times in the past. I don't
me
think
too.
I need to prove anything else about it to me.
No. So, but now, you know what's not overhyped?
What?
Shamrock Shakes.
Oh, do tell.
Shamrock Shakes. Now, I definitely look forward to that.
Yeah. It has a defined season.
You know, it's like the March through maybe like early April or maybe like late February.
Yeah, February, March area.
It's like late February through March. So
it has a defined season every year when you know it's gonna come back.
Oh, and it's a good time when it's Shamrock Shake season.
No, that's worth getting hyped about.
Yeah, I could get hyped for Shamrock Shakes right now. I only had like one this year.
I had 2.
I honestly would have been okay with like 5, but
to be honest, it's still one of those things that's a very
it's such a simple thing, but there's just something about it.
It's honestly still not that remarkable.
No.
In like, idea or taste, but it's good enough for me for a McDonald's item.
I feel like this really goes back to what we said during the wing episode, that sometimes corporate food is good.
Yeah.
You know the Shamrock Shake is one of the most scientifically tested shakes in history. Okay, so obviously, no, you gotta love a nice corpo shake. So,
I mean, honestly, it's obviously barely anything.
It's
natural.
It's just a shake with mint in it, but it's and it's there's whipped cream and
when they don't have Shamrock, I never get the shakes because they're just so mediocre.
Yeah, no, I used to be a hardcore strawberry shake fan. Okay, like we'd go there during break, strawberry shake every single Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, but then I think it just got to a point where they must have changed their shakes because
I think it's because I tried a frappe and then I realized how flavorless an actual shake is.
I think for me also it was I had a Chick-fil-A shake for the first time.
Oh, that's also true.
And I was just like, yo, McDonald's shakes are pretty just not great.
Not great at all.
I mean, it's like all shake, but there's like barely any flavor. They're either like super thick or like not thick enough.
They're never thick. I mean,
oh, I guess not.
I would say they're on the thin side.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
So the only thing that Shamrock does for it is it's obviously a special flavor,
but I feel like
it's just hypeable.
Yeah, I mean, even though I can really suck down a Shamrock Shake, and probably like 60 seconds or less. But
there's probably like a health limit as how many you should eat.
How many Shamrock Shake should you eat during the season?
Yeah. Usually I don't have more than 2, maybe 3, but
yeah, I should definitely take a few. But and like I said, even though it's something simple, it's something that nobody else does, which is why McDonald's gets
at
so much
least
hype
in a
about
promotional way.
Yeah, because like you're not going to see Shamrock Shakes from obviously with that name. But
oh yeah, with but I mean you can get mint shakes.
Yeah, but you can't get a Shamrock Shake unless it's from McDonald's.
Because if we're being honest, Arby's has a great mint shake.
Okay, people sleep on Arby's. Okay.
Besides Chick-fil-A, they have the best shakes.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A #1 best shakes, #2 Arby's. Okay, unmatched.
At least for the places that we frequent, those have the best ones.
Definitely.
And the only reason, I get Shamrock is because it's Shamrock.
Yeah, that's literally the only shake. I get shakes from McDonald's one period during the year, and it is Shamrock Shake season. So that's that.
See, if you don't have like one item or a couple items that are acceptable to you at McDonald's, like you gotta have one menu item that you just like.
Yeah.
And
I know not everybody's gonna, go to town on a Big Mac.
Nah.
But, everybody's got, whether it's a little nugget, a little frappe, a little.
Yeah.
The fries, come on, the fries are great.
Come on, we already know the fries are
We already know the fries are goated, so.
So, Shamrock, worth it.
It is. I say it's properly hyped. Properly rated.
Properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth the hype.
So, we still want to talk about McD's, or you want to go on to other stuff?
We can talk about the third one for McD's. So this one isn't a reoccurring menu
Yeah.
item, but it was still a limited time item.
I
And
can't remember. We might have talked about this a little bit.
we might have. They haven't done it this year yet, I don't think. But during like the height in 2020, during like over the summer, McDonald's brought back their like celebrity endorsed meals.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't already hear, they did probably 3 or 4 of them over the
Right.
course of 2020 and 2021. And without a doubt, their most popular meal was the Travis Scott meal.
Right.
Okay. What came to be known as the Travie Patty. Okay. Not a Krabby Patty, the Travie Patty.
Travie.
And
And once again, it's all about the name value.
yeah.
It's a completely insignificant meal.
The meal was literally something you could get at McDonald's any day of the year, but because they slapped a popular musician's name on it
It was special.
and gave you a new combination order.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it was just like a quarter pounder with cheese, a Sprite, and barbecue sauce for the fries. I'm pretty sure wasn't that what it was?
Yeah. It was, unless it was a different. Wasn't there like a flurry involved?
No, that was with the J Balvin meal.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So anyway, back to the other one. So yeah, it was literally like a quarter pounder, barbecue sauce with fries instead of ketchup,
Right.
and a Sprite. That was literally the whole
There
meal.
might have been like one extra topping on the burger.
Maybe like
Or was it literally just the barbecue?
maybe there was
sauce?
like bacon or something
think-
extra.
yeah.
But so as you can see, a typical meal, but because they slapped the name on it,
Everybody
it
was
became
like,
huge. Well, plus it didn't help that with this artist being who he is, it became it became super popular on the internet, kind of as a joke.
yeah.
So that completely catapulted it into like just an absolute craze for like our generation for the whole summer.
McDonald's is just notorious for creating food crazes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Granted-
Szechuan.
Yeah, they're still suffering from that one. Granted, did the Travis Scott meal make them probably, they definitely made their fair share from it because everybody went and got one, except us.
I mean,
Shout out to our whack Swanton McDonald's.
Of course.
Oh, it's supposed.
of course we have a, terrible ordering experience of trying to get that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
um,
Because I can't believe we tried to order it by name.
yeah. So okay, let me just share the
Just
story.
share the
okay,
story.
so picture this. It's like summer of 2020. Okay, Travis Scott meal just came out, and me and Justin roll up to the drive-thru. I'm ordering. I'm driving, and I go hi, and it had like. And it hadn't even gotten into like the crazy period yet. This was like within the first
week.
the first week.
Yeah.
So it didn't get crazy until the first like couple weeks. So
But it was enough that, we
you
still
know,
heard about it.
So and they were still it was still being advertised for being available at our McDonald's. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they had it on their menu.
Yes, they said try our Travis Scott meal.
Yeah.
Okay. On the menu. So we roll up. I'm like, hi, can we get 2 Travis Scott meals, please?
I have audio of it somewhere.
Justin, he literally recorded me ordering it. And as I'm ordering this, so simple. I want 2 of those popular meals. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. We don't have a button to order that. But
I was so dumbfounded.
I was
What?
like, I was like, what? And she was like, we don't have a dedicated button for the Travis Scott meal, so I'll just give you what the meal would be. It just won't say on the receipt Travis Scott meal.
No, but they didn't even say that. They
Yes,
just.
she did. She said,
I'm pretty sure they said we don't have a button for that. So then you were like, "What should we do?" So I was like, "Just get 2 quarter pounders."
Yeah. So after she was like, yeah, we don't have that, I looked over at Justin, so I was just like, well, can we get 2 quarter pounders, fries, and Sprites? And
They're
she was
like,
like,
"Sure."
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I was just like, it's literally the same thing. What are you talking about? So
Yeah.
more of the story. We didn't get the quote unquote on paper Travis Scott meal,
Right.
but we got technically what it would be. Meanwhile, everybody and their mother was able to get it because they've got better McDonald's. But it's okay. I'm only a little
It was
I'm only a little annoyed about that.
only a little heartbroken.
It was only a once in a lifetime opportunity. So,
It's obviously, so that was not worth the hype.
That was not worth. Okay, even though it was, it was funny to see how popular this thing got. One, and my butt hurt maybe, but no, it just wasn't worth the hype. Okay, now we won't go in extensively into all of them, but they had a couple other meals. Like they had one for another music artist, J Balvin. He had his own meal, and that had some sort of, it was like nuggets and Oreo McFlurry, and then they had the BTS meal,
which that was actually the best one.
Okay, we actually were able to get that one, and I will be 100% honest, that was the best one because they specially sold Korean sauces for the nuggets.
So
so you cannot get this year round, but it's something that they sell in Korea that came specially with this meal, and it was actually very good.
Now that was worth it.
And it was worth it
because it was an exclusive item.
Yeah, so that one worth the hype. The rest, no.
Meanwhile, that Sweetie meal.
That Sweetie meal had me messed up the next day.
No, we didn't get the Sweetie.
No, we're not on that. But
man, what a time that was.
What a time. I kind of miss it. But that was kind of the so that's kind of the extent of the McDonald's seasonal items.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they definitely have the most. That's what, like 6 items if you count all the celebrity meals.
So we're basically just endorsing Shamrock and Korean.
We're endorsing Shamrock
sauces.
Shakes and Korean chicken nugget sauce.
Yeah.
So,
which I don't know if they'll ever do again, but
I'd be okay if they did. But now, moving on from McDonald's, next up is Taco Bell.
Yes.
Justin, I'll let you go in about the nacho fries.
I believe we're in the midst of this right now.
We are.
I think, Taco Bell's always putting out lots of new items. But as of the last few years, they've had what is now their signature seasonal item, and it is the nacho fry.
Indeed.
So they really hyped this up with the advertising and the commercials.
Yeah.
Like, they really make it seem like a big thing. And so, basically, they've been doing a lot of, like, kind of out-of-the-box ideas.
Yeah.
Because, they're a taco place, but it's literally just it's regular cut fries with cheese sauce.
Yeah, it's so like.
But what's interesting about them is that, like, they're kind of unlike any other fry, though.
Yeah, no, they're not like. Yeah, now I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna be like, that sounds like a gross fry, but like they're not crispy,
They're
well, they can be. But
they have somewhat of a crispy coating.
They have a crispy coating, but they're like. I don't want to say soft because anything we're gonna say is gonna make them sound like a mushy and gross fry.
I don't want to say they're mushy or soft, but they're slightly, they're coated on the outside, but very thick and potatoey on the inside.
Yeah, but then they've got this like orange nacho dust covering the fries, and then they give you some cheese sauce.
So it's
to dip it in.
It sounds very Taco Bell-esque.
Yeah. But it's great. I promise. It is great. And with the season comes the nacho fries box.
Yes.
$5 box.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin just got that recently. Because what comes in it again? If you remember.
I don't know if they change it from time to time, but I think it came with, and the nacho fries. I think a 5-layer, a taco, and maybe cinnamon twist.
Yeah. Oh, and then they also have the nacho fries steak burrito.
I think that was the first time I had it recently.
We both had it, remember?
And that was good.
That was actually really good.
So that's also another item that whenever they have it, we're pretty much going to go get it.
Yeah, and we've gotten it at least twice already.
Yeah.
So
once again, it's not super remarkable.
No, but it's something that, again, only Taco Bell has. So that's why we get it.
Like I said, there's just something. They're not exquisitely good. They're just so unique.
Yeah.
That I'm just into them.
Yeah. And, obviously there's lots of items that Taco Bell comes out with regularly, but nacho fries is really the only one that we've seen come back for multiple years in a row.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of items that they've been losing off their menu lately. Nacho fries has been at least like maybe like 4 years running now.
Yeah, they've been doing it for 4 or 5 years probably.
So we've had a lot of nacho fries in our day.
That's probably next to Dorito Taco, their most recent, like, most popular item.
Yeah, definitely. So
So
now next up, we've got one of our favorite places, Chick-fil-A.
yeah, we started talking about it.
We already we always give this whenever Chick-fil-A's on the pod, it's always nothing but praise because it's with reason.
So we already said that they have what's most likely the best fast food shake.
Yes.
Which yeah, usually they have vanilla, chocolate, and
Strawberry.
don't they also have a cookies and cream?
Yeah, they do.
So do they have like
They
4?
have 4 regular shakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But 2 times during the year, they have 2 specialty shakes.
Mm-hmm.
So in the summer, which I cannot wait for them to bring this back. I'm gonna get one literally every single week. Okay. In the summer, they have the peach shake, which is honestly just, it's so good. And then in the winter months, they have the peppermint shake.
Right.
Now, what I love about the peach shake, so not only, again, are Chick-fil-A shakes the perfect consistency and flavor, so not only does it taste, it really tastes like peach, but then they throw those little chunks of peach in the shake.
You know what? I'm gonna
love
have
that.
I'm gonna have a hot take about that.
You don't like it?
No, I like the flavor of the peach shake, but sometimes I think the peach bits are a little bit too much for me.
See, but
especially since they can like get stuck in the straw and
But
stuff.
I feel like they use them sparingly. You know, some places they're just like that thing can fit a lot of peach bits. You know, where I feel like Chick-fil-A they just do a little Salt Bae, just a little sprinkle on the top. You know,
I mean, it could be a pleasant surprise. You're like, oh, there's a peach bit
there's
in
a
here.
peach bit. You're just like, ooh, peach bit.
But also sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a peach bit in here.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Or you get like 3 notes, just like you know.
Yeah, so it could be a little jarring.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I get that, but I still love the peach shake nonetheless. And like I said, I will be getting them all summer long.
Same with peppermint. You take a slurp and you're choking a piece of
that thing
piece of peppermint
pierces the back of your throat.
Peppermint shard
and you're
stuck in your
you
esophagus. I mean,
yeah, but I don't think they put big peppermint bits in there, do they?
No.
I think that'd be a health hazard.
But you can still tell.
I mean, you can already like sharpen the end of a candy cane to be like a knife. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Oh my gosh.
But anyway,
yeah, try them both.
Try them both. Peppermint shake is just as good. Not like a little minty shake in the winter months.
What's nice is it does give it a lot more of a natural feeling to it. It's not so artificial.
Yeah.
So
and we just gotta give it a plug, like we said. Besides those, if you haven't had a Chick-fil-A shake or you don't have them often, definitely go get one. They're just so good.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite is the strawberry. No surprise there, but
yeah, I'll usually go for. I haven't had one in a while, but I guess it's usually chocolate.
Yeah, but I think that's really the only seasonal item Chick-fil-A has.
Like the hype
Or like
one.
regularly reoccurring one.
Yeah.
They might have like a limited time thing, but
yeah.
So I guess next up on the list is
More drinks.
Yeah, we're sticking with the drinks, and we're going with Starbucks.
I'm sure Starbucks has like
Okay,
a
I'm
lot.
sure they have like 15 drinks for each week.
We're not like Starbucks connoisseurs.
Yeah. I'm sure every season there's at least 5 drinks that come out that season, but everybody knows the most popular seasonal drink from Starbucks or almost any coffee shop is the PSL, the pumpkin spice latte.
Right.
Okay. Now, to be honest, I'm a fan. All right. This, pumpkin spice lattes are good.
I mean, the pumpkin spice craze is just in general.
That is probably one of the biggest seasonal flavors just of all time. People will literally, I'm gonna keep using this word because I heard people like it. People go absolutely feral for pumpkin spice things. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm here for like a reasonable amount of pumpkin spice stuff, but
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, but when it gets to the thing where literally every people are like, okay, time to sit down and eat my pumpkin donut with my pumpkin spice coffee with my pumpkin spice creamer that I put
oh
in.
no,
And I'm gonna wear my pumpkin spice, this and that.
yeah, nah.
And then it's like, hey, I think you need to hold on a little bit.
But I
Like,
mean, I like the pumpkin treats, like the
no,
bread.
don't get me wrong. I love a pumpkin donut.
Yeah, pumpkin bread, pumpkin donut,
Oh, pumpkin bread's goated.
pie.
Pie, yeah. But it's like,
But
at a
when
certain-
it gets into all the flavored stuff,
at a certain
I'm
point,
not.
it's like, I think you have an obsession if everything you eat during the months of September through November is pumpkin spice.
But
So,
the PSL, you say you're into it?
I'm into it. I haven't had it in a while, and when I do, I don't get it often, but I do like it.
I don't know if I've ever actually ordered one for myself.
I've gotten one
I think
before.
I've tried it, but so I can't really give like an appropriate
Mhm.
review on it. But
So, I mean, there's other things that I think I would get instead, but overall, I would say it's in between properly and overrated. It's a little bit in between. It depends.
it might be a
Little
a
overrated,
little overrated,
but it's still good.
Yeah. You already know, like, I'm just not a Starbucks fan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know
I
what
like
the heck.
Starbucks.
I'm not against it
Yeah.
in any means. I'd rather
Well,
go.
I know last time we went, you just ordered the same thing I did because you weren't sure what to
Because
get.
it seems so intimidating to me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So like we said, we could go on and on about, I'm sure, the many Starbucks drinks, but then we just want to focus on that one.
I feel like, well, those are like when it comes to like promotional fast food or chain items. I guess that's all we could think of for now, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's probably more. Well, see, at least the places near us, this is really all we can think about. I'm sure there's other places that we don't have that
Sure.
have big popular seasonal items, but at least for here. So, so next in our last category we're going to talk about is just some seasonal food, just from the store that you can
Right.
get. So, Justin, why don't you go ahead and start us with that?
Yeah, like we said, pumpkin spice goes across, all stuff in the stores as in Starbucks. And then come different seasons, come different seasonal items. And I feel like, there's plenty of stuff, summer, fall, winter, but I feel like the springtime has a lot of good seasonal
Oh,
items.
definitely, yeah.
At least in the sweets category.
Uh-huh.
In the springtime, about this month, is when the peeps come around.
Oh, marshmallow peeps.
Yeah,
Or yeah. So, and I mean,
who don't like a peep?
who don't like a little fluffy marshmallow peep, you know? Now, whether you can eat a whole row, a whole pack or not, everybody loves at least one peep.
I mean, if you can't pop a peep,
if you can't pop a peep, you can't tell me you don't look at that like that blue or pink marshmallow peep and you don't just squish and be like, I'm gonna just eat this thing, you gotta do this.
you get a squish test.
Yeah, you gotta do the squish test to test the squish factor. And be like, all right, this one passes the check. Then you pop it in.
You go for head or tail first.
I go for the head first. Okay. So I don't know what that says about me, but that's where I'd go first.
Yeah. The other day, I don't know if you've ever had one of these. I got it from Kroger. It was individually packaged peep.
A singular peep
Yeah.
made for popping.
But it wasn't just a regular one. It was chocolate dipped.
Oh, I didn't know they had those.
It was really good.
Was it like a normal peep on the inside?
Yeah.
Still with like the marshmallow and like the sugary stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then just chocolate on
Just
the
chocolate
outside.
dipped.
Oh, just one peep.
One peep.
Wow. Dang. That sounds good.
Yeah. It was weird. When I got it out of the bin there was like only one. So
The last peep. It's the last peep of the season.
yeah. I don't know if like all the other ones got eaten or because it was in with other candy.
Everyone's popping peeps. That's why.
Remember, kids, don't pop
Don't
peeps.
pop your peeps. All right. Oh man.
Make sure you know what kind of peeps you're getting. But no, marshmallow peeps, those are fine.
That's good stuff right there. Yeah. The peep bunnies are good too.
Yeah.
But everybody knows the real peeps. Real peeps know
Real
that
peeps
are
know.
good.
Okay.
All right, we got to stop talking about these.
Yeah. So if you're not in the pea pipe, then who
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Also in this season, obviously that I endorse, is the Reese's Cup egg.
Uh-huh.
It's basically just a Reese's Cup in a more oblong shape. But
It's literally how the name sounds.
you know, it's not like a totally spherical egg like a Cadbury. It's more of a
Spherical.
it's more of like a flattened egg.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Tootie. I think some people who are like hardcore about it, including me, would say that I'm not gonna say they're superior to regular Reese's Cups, but you definitely get a bigger peanut butter to chocolate ratio.
Ah.
So
More surface area.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot more of an intense, a creamy peanut buttery experience than just
Okay.
eating a Reese's Cup.
It's a nice breakdown you got there.
You like that?
From the you said, what? Why'd you say you're like those? Why'd you say you're like me? What'd you say?
Dude, I don't know. Things come out and I forget what they
You were
are.
like those who really care, like me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bring you down, but
That you just knows he's not a Reese's poser. He's not a Pete poser.
I
either.
know.
But
Yeah, so Reese's Cups are worth all the hype,
yeah.
especially in egg form.
Mm-hmm.
So I endorse that as
Yeah.
well.
Nice. So now we're down to our last item. This one is back again as a drink form. Now, Mountain Dew as a brand has so many flavors. You know, it seems like they put out at least 2 flavors every season, every couple months.
Past few years, they've been putting out a lot of new interesting flavors.
And let me just say, a lot of them have been great.
Yeah.
Truly.
I'm not even a big Mountain Dew fan. I don't drink like original.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I'll get Baja at Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I have been put onto a few more like specialty flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Not something I would drink all the time.
Yeah.
But every once in a while.
Yeah. But between me and Justin, I'm definitely the resident Mountain Dew enjoyer.
Yeah.
I do enjoy regular, but obviously my favorite flavor is Baja. So, you know, I usually make it my goal whenever a new flavor comes out to at least try it once, just to see
Just to
see what it's about. If I like it, would I get it again? And
Hey, you know, recently we've gotten the Spark.
and that's very good.
That's
Really
pretty-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd almost feel like that's a nice alternative to the one that we're bringing
Yeah.
up. Would you say it's the closest, probably?
What one of the closest.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
bring it out.
So the one we're talking about today is the flavor. It's called Dew SA. Okay, and it's a summer flavor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it really tastes like
America.
I forgot how did we describe it? It tasted like, what candy did it taste like?
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's kind of
so the flavors it has is it uses Code Red, which is like the kind of like the cherry berry type flavor. It uses the Voltage Blue, which
Yeah.
is like blue raspberry.
it leans into the blue the most, I think.
Well, yeah, and then it also has the I don't remember what kind of like the pale white flavor is, but so it takes all of those and it kind of creates this like purple, okay?
Right.
And when you take a drink, it really tastes. Was it man? There was a candy it tastes just like, and I cannot remember what it was.
Yeah.
Was it like I don't remember if it was like Starbird, no, or like Sour Patch Kids, or no, it wasn't that. Because it was something that actually was good, you know? Because when you think, oh, Sour Patch Drink Kids, no, it was like, I'm gonna be so mad if I can't remember this.
Because it's not like, you know, as concentrated as like, you know, a Jolly Rancher flavor.
Yeah.
But,
Let's see. I'm gonna do it. Flavor. Yeah. No. Let's see. Flavor. What did it? Oh man. I'm gonna.
well, at least you got the two main flavors that you can kind of get an idea.
Yeah. There was just a distinct candy that I remember all of us were like, "Yo, this is what this tastes like," and we all agreed.
Uh-huh.
I can't. Oh man, that's gonna bug me.
But yeah, not in a weird way.
No, but like in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it was really great flavor, and it ran. What'd you say in like the summer of like
16, 17?
No, it was. I think it was like 2018.
Oh, was it that recent? Yeah.
No, it was either 2017 or 2018.
Like the very first run.
First run, I think, was 2018.
Oh, okay.
And let's just say that was a good summer, all right? And they had it for that summer, and then they have. I don't think they've brought it back since.
Yeah, didn't we get it last summer?
Oh, you're right. Wait, they did.
They brought it back last summer.
Sorry, I forgot. Duh. Yeah, they did bring it back last summer, and I hope they do it again this summer because in between then they had like their attempt at a similar flavor like the Liberty Brew, but it was.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That was
one.
the closest thing they could come to it.
Yeah, that was actually the closest one.
But it wasn't quite it. And then Spark is also relatively close, but also not it because nobody can really. They can't replicate USA unless they just put it back out.
Yeah.
And I think what made that flavor so great is even people like we said, like Justin said, even people who don't normally like Mountain Dew enjoyed that flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So because we have some people that we know that they didn't really like Mountain Dew, but they were like, I love this flavor, because it was just that good.
That's
so,
what's up.
So I hope they bring it back again this summer. I will definitely be buying a 12-pack of that. Maybe 2. Okay.
So, they're worth it?
Definitely worth it. And like I said, they come out with so many Mountain Dew flavors in the year, and so many of them have been great, but that one has definitely been the standout. I'd say that's like in the top 5 Mountain Dew flavors of all time.
Oh, yeah.
So
agreeable.
You got anything else you want to? Oh, wait, I do have something else I want to add, and this is kind of a food item, and it's more of a. Is it okay if it's more of just a limited time rather than a recurrent seasonal?
Yeah, I mean, some of these have just been limited, so.
I don't know if this really fits into our category, but I was just thinking about how Arby's had those Diablo sandwiches.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
And granted, since those just came out this year,
yeah.
It's I guess we'll have to see if they return next year. But same thing with those. I feel like it was an interesting take on a sandwich, having like everything be made in like habanero or whatever and ghost pepper.
It wasn't just, hey, we just put all this stuff on here.
No, it was they actually crafted new items for a sandwich. It was good. It was hot, and I think it was worth the hype. So
obviously, kind of like a one and done type item.
Now, would I have it again next year? Yeah, I get it again. Now, would I get it multiple times in the same release season? Probably not. But
yeah,
so I don't want to go into it too much because I'm pretty sure we already talked about it.
Yeah.
But I just thought of that for our episode.
Yeah, that's cool. So.
Anything else you want to add, Justin?
No, I think that about does it for that.
All right, so I think that about wraps up today's episode. I want to thank you all so much again for coming back and listening.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed. Maybe you either learned about a new seasonal food. Maybe we talked about your favorite seasonal food. And if we didn't, let us know a seasonal food that you like, okay?
Right.
And with that, remember to keep up to date. If you want to know updates about the show, you can check out our Instagram. And be sure you can find the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, and other streaming services. So, without further ado, that's all we got for today. So we'll catch you guys next week.
Yep. See ya.